Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. I will share with you the valuation of various stocks here with a primary focus in the US stock exchange. If you like my analysis or you have your preferred stocks and want me to analyze for you, please leave your comments below. This is the first episode. In this video, I will go through Tencent, which is a technology company from China, ticker symbol TCEHY, from the US stock market. If you have access to the Hong Kong exchange, the ticker symbol there is 700. Typically, there are three parts in my video. Firstly, I will run through the latest financial results with you. Secondly, I will conduct a valuation of the stock. And lastly, I will discuss the opportunity and risk for the company in future. Let's go. Tencent has built up an enormous ecosystem around its social network app called QQ and WeChat. Based on social communication and sharing services, Tencent created gaming, reading, music, payment, office tools, and video business. Ever since 4Q 2019, WeChat Pay has exceeded 1 billion commercial payment transactions on a daily basis. Transaction value generated around WeChat mini programs has exceeded 1.6 trillion in 2020, and currently there are 235 million fee-based subscriptions. Now let's dive into the latest financial reports from Tencent in 3Q 2021. In the third quarter, total revenue at 142 billion RMB, year-on-year increase by 13.5%, gross profit at 62.7 billion. Tencent has divided their business into three big sectors, namely value-added services, online advertising, and fintech and business services. Tencent has further segregated the VAS sector into three subsectors, that is, social network, domestic games, and international games. The VAS sector has grown at 7.7% year-on-year, mainly driven by international game sector, which has a phenomenal 19.6% growth. Tencent Games is the leading game provider in China market, which takes more than 60% revenue shares. Online advertising business, which includes all the commercial advertising services across Tencent's app and web portal, has grown at 5.4%. Revenue generated by fintech and business services for this quarter is 43.3 billion, with a 30.3% year-on-year growth. This is mainly due to the strong growth of WeChat Pay. The revenue of fintech business is almost the same as the entire gaming business today. Before the rise of WeChat Pay, Tencent's gaming revenue accounted for more than 50% of the overall revenue, and it is being recognized as a gaming-oriented company. In recent years, Tencent's transformation has been very successful, especially after the WeChat Pay promotion at the 2015 Spring Festival Ghana, which is a Super Bowl event in China. Tencent's development in WeChat Pay has been very rapid. In the next few years, we will continue to see Tencent's commitment in the international games and fintech sectors. Tencent's 5-year compound annual growth rate, CAGR, has reached 33%. Prior to 2018, the fintech sector was included in others due to the revenue size of the business, even though WeChat Pay has been developed for 3 years. The international game and fintech sectors has experienced tremendous growth. This is also the direction that Tencent is striving for transformation. As for quite a long time, Tencent has been criticized by the state media in the gaming sector, especially the influencers in the teenagers generation. Tencent has limited the gaming time for kids after the new regulation. Now the domestic game only accounts for 23% of the total revenue, which is actually what Tencent is happy to see. Now let's dive into the details of each business sector. In the first part, value-added services increased by 8% year-on-year. This part is relatively stable. The growth of social network revenue is mainly driven by the expansion of Tencent's video, music, and live broadcasting services. In the gaming sector, many of its self- or co-developed and licensed games are super popular on the market. For example, Honor of the Kings, League of Legends, Call of Duty, and etc. Games are a winner-takes-all business, and the revenue of popular games is very high. We expect that in the next few years, Tencent's international game business will continue to grow rapidly. The second part is online advertising services. Tencent is providing a full range of advertising from social network, media and office tools related clients. All Tencent related apps currently account for 36.2% of the time spent in the entire Chinese app market. The CAGR of advertising business is at 32%. Revenue growth of advertising in this quarter is 5%, mainly due to the slowdown in education, insurance, and the gaming advertising. The advertising revenue from Tencent's news app also declined, mainly because of the time lost to short video apps such as TikTok. However, things that are worth noting is Enterprise WeChat, which is called WeCom, has created a new advertising revenue model for Tencent. We will keep an eye on it in future. The fintech and business sectors includes WeChat Pay, QQ Wallet, wealth management, lending business, and cloud services, and etc. WeChat Pay is currently the #1 payment app in the country, with the average daily transaction volume of more than 1 billion, overtaking Alibaba's Alipay. The development of Tencent Cloud is also very rapid. Currently being #2 in the Chinese market, we will foresee the cloud services surpass Alibaba's cloud in the near future. Why I say so? The short answer is Tencent's document business, which is a software as a service business. The docs business is very similar to Microsoft Office Suite. One of the reasons that Microsoft can surpass Amazon and become the world's #1 cloud services provider is that Office Suite has a unique competitive advantage in integrating all cloud services. Tencent will definitely imitate Microsoft and expand its infrastructure as a service and a platform as a service with a deep integration with the Tencent Docs. Together with the social nature of WeCom, Tencent can rapidly expand and penetrate into the cloud business in the Chinese market. This quarter revenue is 43.3 billion, a year-on-year increase of 30%. Tencent has also provided the gross profit margin of each business sector, which is very stable and healthy. Fintech gross profit margin is slightly lower, mainly because of the cost is indeed higher, especially the investment in cloud services is very huge. Now let's take a look at Tencent's stock performance over the past few years. Year-to-date returns are negative 20%. The returns for 1 year, 3 year and 5 years are negative 19%, 46% and 140% respectively. We compare Tencent with other technology stocks in Asia. At the moment, Tencent's PE and the PEG are 18 and 1.2, which are better than its peers, and the operating profit margin is 40%, which is significantly ahead of others. The weighted average cost of capital is 12%. Now let's value Tencent stock and see if it is worth investing at the moment. I extract analyst forecasts for Tencent's cash flow in the fourth quarter of 2021 and the next 5 years. The current cash and equivalents are 33 billion, total debt is 44 billion, and the total number of shares is 9.6 billion. Based on the above information, we can calculate that Tencent's enterprise value is 651 billion, which we can conclude Tencent's valuation is at $66 per share, while the current stock price is $58 in the US stock exchange. I apply the same method for Tencent's historical valuation. Well, we can see that before April 2020, the stock price was largely in line with the valuation. After April, Tencent's stock price has risen a lot due to the epidemic. Entering 2021, in view of the anti-monopoly policy and the common prosperity in China, a large number of internet stocks such as Tencent have been greatly affected. We also value Tencent stock at the end of 2022, which is at $76, 31% above the current stock price. At present, 69 investment banks have given recommendations, 63 of them with a buy rating, 5 of them with a hold rating, and 1 has given a sell rating. The highest valuation is $103, the lowest is $51, and the average is $78. Now let's take a look at some of the guru trades. Cam Fisher from Fisher Asset Management increased his positions by 2.07%, currently holding 37.9 million shares, which accounted for 56% of Tencent stock listed in US market. Now let's discuss Tencent's opportunities and risks and whether it's worth investing at the moment. In terms of opportunities, given Tencent's company size, the overall 5-year average growth of 33% is very strong, and it will continue to make efforts in fintech and international game sectors. Similar to Facebook, Tencent's moat in social network is very high, which is definitely an advantage compared to other tech firms in the region. For example, the outbreak of Pinduoduo in recent years has been supported by Tencent's traffic. Within 3 years, Pinduoduo has expanded as big as Alibaba. Tencent will continue to use its advantage in social networking and continue to expand into new business. In terms of risk, first, in the short term, the anti-monopoly policy will have some negative impact on all large internet companies from China, but we don't have to worry too much. After all, Tencent's revenue across its business sectors is quite balanced, with much lower concentration risk compared to a few years ago. In addition, Tencent has always been low-key and actively transforming to adapt to the new regulations. The long-term impact of anti-monopoly policy will be reduced. Second, the Holding Foreign Companies Accountable Act by the PCAOB will have a great impact on all Chinese stocks. In a nutshell, some of the requirements in the Act are against the Chinese regulations on the material information availability to foreign regulators. If this contradiction cannot be resolved, Chinese stocks might face delisting from the US stock market in 2 years' time. However, personally, I don't believe the SEC will force Tencent to delist, simply because it is really a high-quality company and transfers great investment returns to the US stock market. But of course, if you have the access to the Hong Kong exchange, Tencent stocks listed there could be a better choice. In the event that the delisting really happens, the price impact will be minimal. As of now, only 0.7% of the entire Tencent shares are traded in US market, which is much lower compared to Alibaba and the Pinduoduo. In summary, Tencent is a great company worth investing, and its current stock price is reasonable as well. Alright, that's all for this episode. If you like my video, please like, subscribe and share. If you have good suggestions and recommendations, please leave your comments below. Thanks very much again. I will see you in the next episode. Happy New Year.